Gentlemen, this solo queue freak may be the savior to NA. He's 2000 LP at the moment, dominating the leaderboard. His name is Surti. He's actually from Australia. I used to verse him in solo queue and think he was a carry free show, but not made for pro play. But the man has made his way over to NA, joined the academy squads, and he's already dominating. He has a little secret tip, I guess, secret strategy that I think is making this playstyle so OP for the top lane, which I'll talk about in the game. But without further ado, let's jump onto the Rift and break down his playstyle. Jumping onto the Rift now. This guy's every top laner's worst nightmare. He plays Vayne top, Camille, Jax, Kennen, Darius. Like, he is a 1v9 top laner and he plays like it, like a psychopath. And this guy's secret, and this might actually genuinely be a matchmaking error, but because his win rate is so high and his MMR, Riot Matchmaking will always put the higher MMR team on red team. Right? So this is the team playing from right to left. Blue is playing from left to right. This guy's account, right? He's played 60 games blue side on his account. He has played 185 red side. So he plays 3 times as many red side games as blue side, but red side is in draft the team that gets the last pick. So he will always ask for last pick as a top laner, right? He will have to counter pick almost every single game. And he dominates with it. He plays in NA with such aggression, where laners a lot of the time suck, let's be honest. Jarvan, okay. Hooks, I mean, that ends up not being too bad for the Jarvan. He ends up with counterpick almost every game. And let me know in the comments down below if you think this is like some type of cheating. Because he gets leads and he dominates with these counterpicks. And there's not much like the enemy can do. Because in Challenger, when you get a counterpick like this, and you get bodied, it is a massive gap, right? And in the top lane at the moment in the meta, where there's so many carry top laners, I genuinely think it may be the reason he's 2000 LP. Now, I look around at other servers, and at rank 1 at the moment is mainly 80 carry mains, mainly jungle mains. There's not many top lane mains. I don't know whether because in NA, the laners suck so much, he's able to abuse them. And they're used to passive trading, that when he plays these carry tops, also plays things like Twisted Fate, I should have said as well, which is a very good ranged carry top laner. He's able to dominate and take over the games. Maybe the MMR system is different as well. I've never seen 180 red side games versus 60 blue. So when you play solo queue, guys, do you know how sometimes, let's say you get 25 normal. If you win on blue side, you get plus 26. But if you win on red side, you get plus 24. This is because systematically, the team on red team, overall, if you put all their LP together, are going to be higher. They're more elevated. They're the better team because blue side essentially has a map advantage because you're able to play into the objectives better, allegedly. It's like this whole system that goes into it past my brain. I just know always when I get blue side, I win more LP because the game's against me because the enemy team is better. That's a fact. So when you're up against this 2000 LP top laner and he's always on red side, he's not gaining as much LP, but his team is more stacked, if it makes sense. He is just putting a clinic on this poor Camille. He's just going to continuously trade like this over and over and over again. I hate Vayne top in the meta. It's such an annoying pick, but look, let's hand it to top laners. They had their time where they had to play their tanks. They had to play their boring Orns and play Renekton every game. Now there's actually a little bit of skill expression in the top lane. You gotta play range. You can play Vayne. You can play Twisted Fate. You can play carries. You can play bruiser carries like Camille. You can play Jax. You can play Darius. You can play other weird things like Urgot, Garen. Like, there's a really good top lane meta at the moment. But if you blind pick and they get things like TF or Vayne, you're gonna get effing murdered, gentlemen. You're gonna get absolutely rolled. So Surti, this guy, right? He's actually from Australia. A little bit of pride. Another player that annoyed me in solo queue that always wanted attention. Are they... There's no way they just fail dive this, right? Another top laner that I said was had too much ego was a player called Fudge from Australia. He went on to win MVP and win the LCS. This guy right here, he's pretty annoying in solo queue from what I can remember. Always wanting to play very selfishly. But he was always mechanically talented. I don't know why he didn't ever end up playing pro in Oceania. He just didn't think it was worth it. I think he does maybe university leagues, and then now he plays for FlyQuest Academy, but he's looking to play in the LCS soon. I'm not sure really what his plan was. I think I remember him playing like Aurelia and Camille, things like this, like carry tops. And we are absolutely dominating this game. If this game ends up being a little bit of a blowout, we'll probably do 2 games. I'll find another. Probably, odds be it'll be another red side game, but maybe I can find a blue side. I'll see. And this Soraka is out of her fucking damn mind. Comes Zac, good dive. Not that good of a dive, honestly. I'm gonna come through, gonna tumble. Any help? Any help? Oh, I think we're gonna go down. Actually, good gank by Soraka. Okay, get comeback mechanics. And a lot of people thought this playstyle, this strategy doesn't work in pro play, right? Like, oh, you know, it's just because he's perma abusing Camille Vayne on red side. Like, this is not this, but he's dominating pro play as well. In solo queue, he dominates players, you know, like Licorice, like Fudge, and he puts up massive numbers in solo queue, and he does gap them in lane. And he's been playing extremely impressive in the Challengers League as well. Good awareness there. Here we are, Zachary. Thank you very much. And they genuinely just don't know what to do here. Mid, jung, all winning. Got a small to losing bot side. God, I can't... What I always said, if you have a Vayne top in below Masters, dodge. Vayne Lucian top below Master is always dodge. I don't know if you guys still believe that as well. I genuinely have not had any evidence that has proved me otherwise since playing the game for 10 years. The Master plus Vayne tops are actually normally pretty good. Normally win lane. The ones below, it doesn't matter how hard they win lane, they always throw their leads mid-late game trying to be Gosu. And it's just like, it's almost pointless, right? Because we have 1,400 gold lead on Camille. 20 CS at 8 minutes. And it's not even that, like, when you see his CS numbers like this, his CS isn't even good. It's just because the lane has been such a battle. They might be 5 CS per minute or 3 CS per minute, but the thing is, if you're 20 CS lead above your opponent, it doesn't matter at 10 minutes, you know, if you're 20 and they're 0, like, you're just looking for individual leads on your opponent. So if you're able to put them down 10, even though for your CS is not that great, it's solid. I'm not saying you should just accept mediocrity in CS numbers, but if you can... It actually gets a condemn there. As his ult, just trying to bait them out. This Soraka has completely given up on the Smolder. Which is fair enough. It's probably what should happen. And... this should be a really easy closeout here for Red Team. I'm going to try and find probably another game. I mean, this has been a great laning phase and a great early game to emphasize how strong he is, but I feel like maybe we want to find another and see how it goes. Okay, jumping into another game, another range into melee matchup. I'm refusing to do a Camille game. Like, I'm just not going to watch a Camille top lane game. Champion's stupid. So we're going to watch TF, which is actually, this AD TF setup has been very popular and been one of his biggest winners. Yes, surprise, surprise, another red side game into an Urgot here. Okay, Urgot, I like it. And I'm wondering if FlyQuest end up promoting him to the main roster. I'm not sure who LCS FlyQuest, is it Bwipo? Okay. That's a little bit crazy. Hits the ghost. Gold card. Autos. Urgot with the E-Flash. Ignite. Doesn't get it. We might be able to get a solo bolo. Got to try and kite the minions. Does he get the gold? Get the gold. Doesn't get it. Maybe could have got a solo there. I don't think Bwipo's... like, Bwipo is a good player. you know, maybe there is some underlying, you know, there's been issues with Bwipo in the past. I can't really speak on, but he's a good carry player. Maybe another team look to pick him up, or they look to try and test him out. I'm not sure what the plan is. That's the good thing about Twisted Fate is you're getting extra CS, extra gold on every one of your CS. So you have no points in the queue early, by the way, with this AD setup. You're just looking to get your stack deck and then land the auto when your stack deck arrives. It's pretty simple trading patterns. And then you just perma group once you start getting rapid fire cannon. You just shove your side lane and then you ult. You can split as well, don't get it twisted. But I genuinely really like just grouping with the rapid fire cannon. It's Rengar hovering around here. Fear. Whose name? I swear I know some of these names. You got... Oh, you got Dante's jungle. You have Fear. Maybe Scrub Noob. Osei Diodo on Talia. Twitch Top TV Quanti. I don't know. Is that? I don't think that's Quantum Physics. Who's my boy. Gonna speed back here. Probably going into Ninja Tabai. You're able to play pretty... Oh, maybe... I thought Twisted Fate tops go Berserker Greaves, actually. Wave's in a terrible spot. The good thing about TF is you run Flash Ghost, and because of your ultimate, you don't need the TP. The enemy top laner is with Ignite, right? So when it comes to around about 15 to 20 minutes when side lanes are really crucial, Wave's going to shove back into him, actually. Not bad. When that happens, he's going to have so much more lane pressure. You finally get that Q point level 4. Speaking of TF, Dopa may be making a return to League. Poor guy's been in the military for a while now. Oh, we have no sums here. Might get soloed. We have Oh, I think we're done. Well, there you go. He oversteps. And maybe this is a good game to test his resilience. As he goes down there, he'll speed back and actually not lose much. But he does end up going down. I think Urgot is a really underrated top laner right now. He got played a little bit during MSI, I believe, but the champion's still very strong. I'm not going to be able to get the wave in time. Fine. Still with the CS lead, but no top lane dominance like he had in that first game. They ended up winning that game in a few more minutes anyway. I didn't want to bore you guys. No point freezing. You just hard shove this. I'll get the objective tunnel. You just hard shove this and try play towards your jungler. Maybe the Hecarim is probably going to start. Normally, Dantes goes grubs early, I believe. And Dantes has been in a lot of drama lately. Him and Tarzan. I think overall, I haven't really made much comment on it. It's just, it's a very... Look, it's just a bad situation. Young guys, you know, I think overall no one comes out a winner. I feel bad for the poor girl who kind of got stuck in the middle of all this. And look, sometimes League streamers and streamers in general, they don't have the best, I guess, not sure what the word is, but like just like social constructs and like awareness a lot of the time. So in situations like this where, especially with public relationships, like Jesus, man, I think it's just a shitty situation. Things definitely shouldn't have been said, done. And I think that is probably... Okay. I think we need to get the hell out of there, guys. We do end up picking that kill up on the Rengar. Blow our Ghost. And they're going to hover. And we're just trying to zone the Nautilus here. We don't want to die ourselves. Dantes goes in. Is he going to be able to get it? He doesn't. Now we flash. We're going to pick up the Urgot. Takes us a minute. We've got to get out of there because the TF Too low. Get back for the wave. It ends up being very positive. Jesus Christ, though. That could have went really bad. And yeah, as I was saying, just a shitty situation. We keep having so many dramas in the league scene, streaming scene. Like, keeping things private a lot of the time, probably the #1 priority. We need to get this reset off. Have the tab eye. We have 900 gold. We're going to start making our way. I think we go Kraken. Do we go Kraken? What do we go on ADTF? You can definitely go on hit setup. I've seen the what's the one that when you ultimate you get stat and you get tanky from it? Assertion or something? I can't. Ascension? I don't run it on any of my champions, so I've never built it in my life, but I think with this extra movement speed, we're going to be looking pretty damn good here. Urgot has the boots of swiftness, but he's never going to be able to make his spacing from here on the TF. So TF should just be able to gold card, hide out, auto. Should be pretty free. And I always love it when people like this hit high ranks. And there's like a Reddit post and all the Redditors are like, oh, try doing this without having red side. Try doing this without picking Camille. And... oh, okay. 1 for 1. Get the Rengar ult. Big. It's always Twitch chatters, man. I swear. The Twitch chatters, the Redditors, like, they just want to discredit people. Yes. Oh my god, what the hell is it? Okay, it works, it works, it works. Forgiven, forgiven, forgiven. I don't know, man. Everyone just wants to find reasons to hate for just to have a reason, I swear to God. We haven't even used the ultimate yet on TF. Zillion hovering, and then Rengar. Should see the Rengar here, though. And I think you can play aggressive, right? Stopped. Nice. Rengar has inbuilt cleanse, though, which is a little bit silly. Gets the plate. Thumbs up ping. Rengar wasting his time. Blood red. You finally set up the grubs. Any grubs on Twisted Fate side lane is so valuable here too. Massive. I like the scaling here. We're still behind gold overall as a team because the enemy bot lane is hella fed. One TF ult can change all that though. I don't know why, dude. This TF skin sucks though. I don't know. Whenever I see a TF using this skin, like Pulse Fire or something, right? I hate it. I think it's so ugly. Oh. Wait, just run towards Zillion. Nice. You should use, on AD TF, I feel like Tango TF or Cut Purse, whatever it is. I think they're the best auto attacking, and then High Noon and Underworld are the best APTF skins. And to outside people, it's always hard explaining skins as we do hit the Kraken. It's always hard to explain skins to people because they're like, wait, you pay money because like obviously this whole faker skin debacle is up. You pay money to look good in game, and it doesn't give you an advantage. But like, they don't understand. It does give me an advantage mentally. Whilst it may just make me look prettier in game, it's not about that. It's about the animations, the voice lines, the different sounds. Am I just coping to spending thousands of dollars in this game? I don't freaking know, bro. Maybe. Maybe I'm just coping. Gold card. Insta cleanse. Rengar goes back in. I mean, okay. Horse's flash for Gromp. That's for sure not worth to him. What the hell? I feel like I'm just coping. Trying to explain to my wife why I spend so much money on skins, but it's not about that, man. And it is what I do. What it brings me. If it brings you joy, then there's no price on happiness, is what people say. People have said that. I think I've heard. All right, we've pretty much got to a point of no return for the Urgot. I feel bad, but really strong early game. I think he made a couple of mistakes this game, though, right? And now we're probably going to be able to see how he plays the mid to late game out, which we didn't get last game, which is going to be nice. Let's be honest, it should just be all about kiting. Oh, Urgot. He just insta-rolling those cards as well there. If we can get a dive here in tower, it's GG. And red card. You can red card towers for AoE damage. Zillion making moves. Urgot just got to go home and accept it, bro. E-maxed. Damage here is ridiculous. Yeah. And now you're looking at a 2,200 gold lead. Because if TF's not only his passive, he's got all the plates, the tower, got the grubs. Make our way towards the rapid fire cannon here, and that's when you're able to start using that ultimate and just grouping gold card moving. Thank you very much. No way, does he get another? Grabs the flash. That's big. He's going to try and get the bot lane tower as well into the dragon. I love the Zillion TF combo. Just unlimited MS to get the cards. Might even be overkill to get the rapid fire, but he's going to get it. Cheap item. They nerfed rapid fire in TF because he has like... They essentially made his... I mean, it's still good, but they made his ratios a lot worse. ADTF and crit TF is still very beneficial though. It's very good, but I am by heart, by Dopa, an APTF fanatic. I think, you know, there's a right way to play things. And that's not me just being, you know, an old man and traditional, be like, that's the way, this is the way it's always been done. I don't like how you young whippersnappers are changing things. Maybe that is what I'm doing. I don't like change. I don't see the need for it. Don't fix what's not broken. APTF was fine. Never needed the reason to bring this 80 shit into it. But here we are as we port in. Looking to get on top of the Tristana in game, of course. And look at how much damage you're starting to do on this ADTF. Probably why he's got a very high win rate on it. You have to split push up a storm. 3-4, like for items, it doesn't really matter. I've seen heaps of different variations with this setup. You can start to go tanky. You can start to go even more damage. You can go full crit. There's a lot of iterations you can do. You can get resistances. And whenever you have a champion that has this much diversity in your setup, you're normally a really good player with a high skill ceiling is able to make it work even better. Make it way more potent as these side lane towers. Urgot's too slow to get anywhere here. Eyes open. We are now at a 3,000 gold lead. And this is with an Urgot that actually started well. Like, he started well. Could you imagine a game where he got a lead like last game? There's no coming back. Or Jose Diodo. He's actually one of my favorite junglers of NA. I don't know if he still plays. Did he go back to Brazil? I actually don't know where he plays now. I saw they're going to do a massive rehaul of the Americas League system next year, which is going to be interesting to watch. Ooh, you see it? Like, he's going for a dead man's here for more movement speed to get the gold cards. He decides he has enough damage. He just needs utility and cards to close out. Going to be able to survive the Rengar burst. And now he just grew. He's not even splitting now. He's just grouping for the objectives. How much enemy team can do. They have a really nice Tristana, but with no cleanse, I don't imagine he's ever going to be able to play the game. Completely sacking the bot lane wave too. Doesn't go for the outer. Flanking. Okay, let's see. Rapid fire. Doesn't even tank the tower. Like, how easy is that? Complete disrespect from the Talia there. Bronze move, let's be honest.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
I think Sivir just shoved through mid lane. Urgot wanted to get bot, can't get it. That is going to end top. I don't know. I feel like their damage to towers is massive. Don't get the inhibitor, not worth it. And he is sitting on 1,200 gold. And TF, ADTF is so satisfying. I want to play it, and then when I play it, I always feel awkward. I don't know. And you'll see the dead man's here. You stack it up with movement speed. Once you get fully stacked, you start getting like a little bit of a twist off your back. And like a little bit of a cape. Do you see how like the twinkling effect? And I believe when your next attack discharges built up move speed, dealing 120 physical damage. Like, the strength of movement stalling effects is reduced by 25% as well. We get one. Auto. Tristana, you're going absolutely nowhere. One auto gets it. See you later. That was so boosted. And that was going to be a dragon as well. Complete dominance here. A Baron, sorry. Look how much movement speed. It looks sped up for a second with how fast you move. Really OP build and setup. As I don't want to keep you guys here all day as we get the ultimate. Finds the Rengar. They're actually dropping really low. Talia, I think you're in trouble. And that is a complete throw and a complete disaster for the enemy team. We're going to head back to base. Make his way towards maybe going for something like a Wit's End. Maybe something like a Triforce. I don't know what his setup is going to be here. But this gold is just ballooned. He's 4,000 above. Gold card. Chris no flash. Auto. Has ult though, I think. It's not enough. I'm hoping maybe next split or the split after, we see this man make his way into the LCS. I think it'd be fun, a little experiment. I don't see why a team wouldn't risk trying at least. Or maybe having him on as a 6th man when maybe we all move to Fearless Draft later on next year. We'll see what happens. I'm just going to speed this close out. I don't see how the enemy team makes it into the game. Because when TF gets ahead, he gets really ahead. As we're just going to run this one in, gentlemen. This is Surti from NA. Could be the closing wave. Thank you, boys, for watching. Guys, you're that far ahead, you can end it. Here we go. Thank you, Nautilus. Thank you, Nautilus. Does Rengar ult the wave? No? Okay. Probably could have ulted the wave, buddy. Here we go. Exhaust is not enough. Thank you, gentlemen, for watching. I appreciate you all. Good luck to Surdy. Gonna go down there. A little bit of an OP strategy, I'll be honest, but hey. If you see a strat and you look to abuse it, I think it's a system. It's not on you. I'll catch you all next time. Thank you so much for watching. See you on my next video. Good night.